Right, welcome back, guys, to the Victory Podcast. I'm here on behalf of Team Naphtali, and we're gonna look at the testimony of Yash. He was someone who went through family problems, addictions, and suicidal thoughts. Now we're gonna see his story, and for you who are watching, maybe you're going through suicidal issues, maybe you are depressed, well, you can listen to this story, and you can see how, through Yash's testimony, how he changed his life, how you can change yours as well.
Hello, how are you?
Good. So, welcome, Yash. As you can see, we're not in our usual place. Usually, we'd be recording in a studio, but we're here out in the open. You see, I really think it's a great opportunity because it's a chance for you to be open. So, tell us your story. You know, from what we know, you've been in the church a long time, but only decided to convert recently. So, tell us what happened there.
I was a kid, and just like every other kid, grew up in a very abusive house, just with parents were always fighting, always arguing. But it was mainly my father. He was very abusive father. Like he would, he didn't always drink. He wasn't always drunk. Whenever he would like hit me or hit my family, like my mom or my sister. So we grew up in that type of a house where he could just be anything that would set him off, and he'd be beating me, beating my sister, breaking stuff. Like it could be, I could name a couple of things that I could say he broke fingers, he broke my leg, he broke stuff just because he was angry.
So, you're walking around eggshells in your own home. You didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
So, tell me, how did the situation change, or like, what then led to you coming to church?
I came to the church like through my mother at first, and like I started growing up like in the church, still 13, 14 years old. So I was learning like in the church of how to be a good person.
Yeah.
But like as I was growing up, like I got distracted. I started like learning about friends outside, learning about people outside, things out on the outside that were very appealing, at first.
Yeah.
So I just, I kept, instead of focusing on church stuff, I was focusing more like on friends and things on the outside. So like bit by bit, I got like into addictions, just through friends again. They were just saying, come, like, let's have a drink, let's go to the pub, let's go somewhere, we'll get drinks, we'll do something, So I got really into like addiction through that. Like I really liked drinking, but it was hurting me because I knew being in the church, I wasn't supposed to do all that.
And so you were doing all of this while going to church, and you were hearing the word of God. So tell me, how was it like hearing the word of God? How were you viewing it?
Oh, I was going there to please my parents. I wasn't going to the meetings for me. I wasn't going to church for me. It was mainly just my parents are gonna be happy that I went. Like I was still a kid. I wasn't allowed to make my own decisions. So it was just like I'm going to please them. And then at the end of the day, I'm waiting for the meeting so I can go outside and do the wrong things again.
So you were in the church, one foot in, one foot out. You wanted just to please your parents in church, but also please your friends outside of church.
Yeah.
So as this was continuing, this was your routine. So then tell me, what was the lowest point in your life?
The lowest point was just seeing myself becoming my father, being very abusive, being very like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
After I said to myself that I would never become like him, so I could see myself turning into him.
Yeah.
And it's just, it was getting very bad for me. I couldn't take it.
So then you would say that you reached your limit at this point.
Yeah.
So then what compelled you to turn to God?
It was actually something that the pastor said. Like you went out of your way and you did everything that you wanted to do, but what did you get from it? Like you never really gave God a chance. You always came, and then like before even the meeting would be finished, you'd be ready to go. You were never really there to attend and give it your best. So like you did things your way and you got nothing out of it. So why don't you just give God a chance?
Okay, so you received help after all of these issues from your pastor. So after what you've experienced, what would you recommend to someone who's going through the same issues as you?
Yeah, the best advice I would say is that you can say you tried everything, but you didn't try everything. And before just trying and say to yourself that that's how life is meant to be, that's how I'm supposed to be, you're not. So I would recommend really just giving help a chance, asking for help, going to help. The best shape or form that happened for me is that I had to turn back to God. And that's the best advice I can give to the viewers, that you didn't give God a chance. So maybe give him a chance.
Right, so you have heard from Yash's advice and his testimony. So maybe you are going through problems, addictions. Just know that you can get help from the VYG, or you can call our hotline 086 154 5567. Just know that this is the Victory Podcast. We won't judge you, we will help you.